Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Neil, and today we're going to play a little bit with a really cool online game called GeoGuessr. I first came across GeoGuessr probably almost a decade ago. The basic concept is super simple. The game shows you a picture of somewhere in the world that is covered by Google Street View. Normally, you're free to move around, look around, zoom in and out, and it's your job to figure out where you are and be as precise as you can on a map. The closer you get to where that picture was taken, the more points you score. Dead simple, but very, very challenging. I remember playing it years and years and years ago, and I kind of forgot about it. And I rediscovered it a few months ago when I was on YouTube, and there are a number of guys with names like GeoWizard who play this game online, demonstrating techniques, giving tips, showing some of their best runs. And it kind of inspired me to get back into the game. And then today, when I was on YouTube, I saw one of GeoWizard's recent videos where he managed to get a perfect score over 5 locations without moving at all. He was free to spin around and he was free to zoom in and out, but he was locked in place. And I was blown away. It was an incredibly impressive feat. And I know I can't replicate what he did. Even if I was given the same map, even if I had already watched his performance on that map, I still wouldn't be able to do as well as he did. But I'm going to play on the same map on GeoGuessr, which is called an urban world. It's got thousands of different locations, so who knows which 5 I'll get in my game. But I want to give myself the same settings, the ability to spin around, the ability to zoom in and out, but not to move, and see how I do. Now I know I'm not on GeoWizard's level. He's elite. He's got millions of followers. There's a ton of other incredibly good players on GeoGuessr as well. But this is something I want to get better at. This is something I want to learn how to improve at. So this is a good base level. Let's see what I can pull off here. So here we go. We're on an urban world. A perfect score is 25,000. My best score is almost that, but that included the ability to move around. Locking myself in place will certainly make that more challenging. So here we go. We're going to be single player. I'm not going to use the default settings. I'm going to say no move. I can still pan and zoom. Here we go. All right. We are in Spain. That .es right there, that tells me we're in Spain. Now, the challenge is, where in Spain are we? Kylie Minogue's coming to town, so you would imagine it's one of the larger cities, but there are numerous large cities in Spain, so that's not uber helpful. And here's another challenge. I don't see any obvious street signs. Well, this is why it's so hard when you can't move around. Like my normal strategy is to wander around, find a major intersection. Highway on ramps and off ramps are always super useful. But what do we have? Is there anything else I can work with here other than a bimbo truck? There's a ticket area and a parking control meter. Barcelona. They're on the city, on the dumpsters. So we're in Barcelona. Now, can I figure out a street reference? Hmm. Display of each. I don't know what that means. Okay, well, grid-wise, we are on a northwest facing street. A bit of an odd-shaped intersection. But let's go into Barcelona and see what we can find. Well, it certainly fits the grid. Northwest and northeast southwest. But without being able to, I mean, it's a big city, and it doesn't feel like a major intersection. So picking the exact intersection is going to be a grand challenge here. I feel like I'm missing a clue somehow. There's a ramen shop. Man, I just don't see a street sign. I've never been to Barcelona, but oh, is this a bridge down there? Huh. That's interesting. There's a bridge and there's a bit of a movement to the street. So on the southeast, to the immediate southeast, there looks like a bit of a bridge. What's the river situation in? It's not that. That doesn't fit. I feel like we're in the center of town. We've got these built-up apartment blocks, but there's a bit of green up ahead. And that might not be a bridge, it might just be a rise. There's certainly no obvious water or anything. It's a Sagrada Familia. Is this a one-way? It is a one-way southwest, so that's something to work with. We're approaching some green space. Sorry, to the southeast. To the southeast, not the southwest. What could that be? Well, no, we're built up in all directions. Maybe something like this. Does this look like a restaurant district, I wonder? It's a garage. It's a Lhasa garage and a ramen shop. It's not a high-end restaurant area, is it? Okay, so it's not that. This may take a little bit of looking around. just not finding anything that fits, but I feel like I have to be in Barcelona. Maybe here? Well, it feels a little bit more like it could be. I don't think that's right, honestly, but let's see how far away I am. I was off by a block. My gosh. I feel good about that. That's awesome. Okay. I see Cyrillic. I know some of the Cyrillic alphabet. My first wife was Ukrainian, and I learned a little bit of Ukrainian back in the day, and I've remembered some of it. But this isn't screaming to me that it's. This is. I correct myself. This is not Cyrillic. There's. It's a weird font. But this is. Something else Eastern European. I don't know exactly. I feel like there's a number of countries where you get both. This could be more like. Yeah, I don't know. Like I'm almost leaning towards like. I mean, the cars just scream Russian, but it's not, unless I'm completely deceived. Vracha Dugova. That that C with the accent feels. I'm trying to remember where I've seen that. Is it Romanian? Forgive me while I scroll around a little bit here. I mean, it could even be like Slovakian or possibly Polish. I don't think I'm going to have as much luck here. Yeah. Someone else is looking at this and screaming at their monitor right now, going, "You idiot, it's Finland or something." But I just haven't yet found the clue that makes me figure out where I am. I mean, these blocks, so they feel so Russian, and as best I can tell, that's in the EU plate. It's got the little bit of blue there. I think we're in the EU, so that's something. We got mountains up in the southeast. the quality of this photo isn't great either. It's not tack sharp. There's a lot of blur to this, which, doesn't help. Man, I mean, like, nothing screams like East Drummond more than something like that. I think those are is that a Lotta? Yeah, and then like that graffiti, like that is not the Latin alphabet. That is, it makes me think it's Cyrillic. What if we're in Slovakia? Lots of mountains. Not necessarily near Bratislava, but we could be somewhere else. Kosic. There are mountains to the southeast. Okay, so let's say we're in. Again, we've got a major road that's pointing due southeast. We're coming out of the turn northwest to west. That's not the right angle. I'm so worried I'm completely off here. What are my other options? Could it be? Like I've spent time in Plovdiv. This doesn't feel like it. One of my favorite cities in Eastern Europe, by the way. Total blast. Could it be like Tirana? It just doesn't look like Albanian. Maybe we're in Serbia. Definitely has a bit of a Serbian feel. Is there any mountains southeast of Belgrade? No. No, Novi Sad. Hmm. Okay, let's go back to Kosic. I keep coming back to Kosic and just thinking I've got I can't find the right street. I think I'm wrong, but ugh, it's the wrong attitude. But I don't think I can do better right now. So I'm going to pick that, and I'm going to be off by 1,000 kilometers, 600 kilometers. So it's in southern Serbia, in Niš. Okay, yeah, there's definitely the mountainous territory. And there's the main southwest drag. There's the intersect. There's the hard left. Yep, that's it. Serbia. I just didn't look in Niš. Ugh, so frustrating. Because yeah, it's all there. Okay, next round. Just don't know enough metadata about those certain those Eastern European countries to be able to go, oh, that's a Serbian lamp post, or that's a Slovakian bollard, or anything like that. All right, we got bananas and eggs. We got taxi merengue, Guzman Industrial. Oh, this is a pretty ND, isn't it? La Masa 2000. Glass World. It's these phone numbers that are. I can't see a full number, a full phone number. But if there's another number there, it's a very North American style number, which is weird with the. When I say North America, I mean Canada, U.S. have a three-digit area code, then three numbers, then four numbers. Man, do I see any flags in the distance? We've got the water tanks on top. That's a very Latin American thing. But this could be anywhere from Mexico to Argentina. Where's the sun? Ugh. Sun's up there. Basically due east. That doesn't really help, but it means we're in the tropics. If it's high and due east or due west, it means it's basically doing an arc straight overhead over the course of the day, which means you're within the tropics or thereabouts. I'm not going to start doing astronomy off of Google Street View, but man, I'm so little to go off of here. So now there's some English here, something in daycare. Like this, I don't think it's the US. The vehicles don't ring true. But where else would there be English signage? Like, I'm almost wondering whether it's a very, yeah, and these trees, that just feels very tropical. Like if I was to hazard a guess just sort of off the top, I'd say Colombia, but the Spanish and English mix of signs is what's throwing me. 414. Man, there's so little to go on. This is a tough one right here. More satellite dishes. This one's truly going to be a shot in the dark. Fitra. I can't read that. El Mundo del Vitrio. That's Glass World. I can't read anything there. Zona. We're just in a taxi zone in some random Latin American city. I don't see any mountains, but we got this big wall to the. Man, I wonder if it's something like Panama. I have no real reason to say that. It's just an odd hunch. I mean, I'm just trying to think of places in Latin America that have some American connection, and the Panama Canal was administered by the U.S. for the longest time. There's a large banking community there, so maybe you would see some more English signage. Yeah, it's just a random guess in Panama City. Dominican Republic. Oy. Oh. Santo Domingo Este. Yeah, on this little side street. Man, Guzman Industrial. I mean, that was the one giveaway. And if you wanted to do a Google search or something, perhaps something like that would come up. But that's really not the point of this. So, live and learn. Sometimes it's just the luck of the draw. Okay. Park Ave. Coffs HBR South. Coffs HBR Jetty. Pacific Highway. Are we in Australia? Gurmesh Singh. Coughs is a recurring place, so it's sun's east southeast. That's not really much help. Where are we? Well, I think we're in a place called Coughs, but is that where is that? It's not a huge place. but it's modern, and we're right downtown would be my guess. Little Street, Women's Health Center. Looks like there's mountains up there. I mean, this could easily be Queensland, New South Wales. It could also be New Zealand. And I'm sure there's the palm trees make me feel more Australian. I don't recognize those license plates, but that doesn't really mean anything. We're driving on the left. Gurmesh Singh MP, member for Coughs. I wonder if this is just like, outskirts of Coffs Harbour South, Coffs Harbour Jetty, Pacific Highway. Is there a Pacific Highway in? Forgive me while I do a little searching here. Coffs Harbour. There it is. Okay. Finally. Okay. So Coffs Harbour Jetty is here. Let's look for Little Street, because that's definitely... Okay, we're a little northwest to a little southeast. We're just above, and I'm pretty sure we're on Park Ave. Park Ave at Little. Where is Park Ave? Here's Park Ave. And Little Street. Okay. So yeah, there's Little, here's Park Ave. That's the radiology. We are right about there. Sorry, it took a while, but I got 5 meters. So it was worth it. Okay. Sir 1. Bikin Santri Balranio. These are looking like maybe Indonesian names. Yeah, Perlangapan, Batik, Yeah, this is okay. So I'm going to say we're in Indonesia. BRI Bank. Alrofa store. Sate Madu. Palembang. Palembang, Indonesia. My Indo geography isn't great, but my grandparents were raised there and my mother was born there. I've never actually been, but hey, here's Palembang. So that's a big city to figure out. Okay, let's shrink that for a minute. Figure out jail. Parentis Kemerdekan. Parentis Kemerdekan. This is going to be a challenge. JLs are street names. I see some more. So that's okay. That's oh, this is crazy. There's Parentis Kemerdekan. Okay, let's figure this out. We are facing south. There's above a T junction facing south. And almost due north. Are these the kind of is this all there is? Nasi goreng. That was like my favorite meal growing up. What's confusing me is how much due north there is. Parentis Kemerdekan. Batik Arofa. Palembang. The Arofa store? Yeah, Batik Arofa. Let's see if we can find that one. That looks like a substantial place. Boutique Arofa Ole is right there. Boutique Arofa Ole. Interesting. Don't trust the road signs because that is Boutique Arofa Ole Otahaj. Right there. And there's the did it again, 21 meters. How about that? So, just over 20,000 in total without being able to move. I had really good luck in Barcelona, here in Indonesia, and Australia. I was a little off on the harder ones. There was no clue that I was in Dominican Republic. I was just guessing at Panama, and I also mistook southern Serbia for Slovakia. But 20,000. It's a good baseline. Certainly some room for improvement. Um, GeoWizard, thank you for inspiring me. I'm hoping I can make this a regular thing and get better. I have a feeling I might want to do country challenges so that I can learn some of you know, the feel of the languages, the feel of the signs, maybe a gist of what the license plates look like, so that I have an easier time when there isn't obvious signage figuring out what country I'm in, at least, giving me that first hint. But yeah, thank you guys for watching me. And if you do feel like finding me on GeoGuessr, I'm all alien. By all means, say hi if you're so inclined. And thank you so much for hanging out. We'll see you next time. Cheers.